Welcome to a quick overview of SchoolSpace. Every SchoolSpace world lives on its own URL. So when you create a world on SchoolSpace, you'll get to choose exactly what you want it to be called and give your world a name, and you can do a custom description. When you first get to the world, you'll land on what we call our welcome modal, which is going to be this little screen here. From here, you can choose your video inputs and your audio inputs. So I can turn on my camera if I want to, so that everyone in the world can see me. I can also choose an avatar and an avatar color. And when I'm ready to enter the world, I'll click this Enter World button here on the lower right. Once you enter a SchoolSpace world, you'll be given an avatar. So I've got my avatar here. I've landed right in this section. I can see Anna is here, Leo is here. And as I move around, I can use my mouse to move around, or I can use the arrow keys on my keyboard. And when I get close to another avatar, if I see Anna here, she walks up to me, we can talk now. So if we come off our mics, we'll be able to talk to each other. We can see each other. And as I move away from Anna, her video is going to disappear. This particular template looks like a park. It's got lots of fun activities. And I wanted to show you this one because it's got so many games and things built into it directly. As you're moving around, you may see an icon that looks like a pointing finger, and that icon is going to let you know that that's a clickable. So if I wanted to play chess, for instance, I could click on chess here, and I'll click let's go, and it's going to take me right over to this chess area, and then I can start chess game. So Leo's here, and if Leo were to click this start button, we could start a brand new game. So I'm going to click this. Oh, so now I've started a game with Leo. Says it's Leo's turn. So as soon as he moves, we'll see his piece move on the board here. So he just moved his white pawn right there, and I can see it on the board, and then I can make my move. In terms of safety and moderation that we have, so I'm an admin, I've got this star icon right next to my avatar, which lets all the students know that I'm an administrator in this space. If I were to leave this space, it will automatically put the world in what's called silent mode. And what silent mode does is it removes all of the chat communication, the video, and audio communication. So students could continue to move around the world. We could continue our chess game here, for instance, but we wouldn't be able to talk to each other. We could still throw our little emotes, so we have access to a whole emote library here. We could still throw our emotes, but we just won't be able to talk to each other. And also, you can turn on silent mode anytime you want. So if I leave the world, silent mode's automatically triggered and turned on. But if I wanted to manually turn it on, I can do that too. So I've got access to these general user controls here through my settings. And then I can toggle on silent mode at any time. I can also remove microphone access and camera access at any time. So if you do want to just remove one of those, if you just don't want anyone to have video access, you can do that as well. So we're in this spatial space now. So of course I only connect to Anna and Leo when I'm close to them, and then I don't see them when I move away. But if I want to see everyone, as an admin, I can enter what's called gallery mode. And what gallery mode does is it'll transition us from being in our typical SchoolSpace experience to a more traditional meeting experience. So I'm going to click on my gallery mode icon here on the lower left, and it's going to give me a pop-up letting me know that we are moving into gallery mode, and then everyone will see this same animation, and now we are in more of a traditional meeting experience. So now I've got Anna and Leo, I can see them on the right side here, and then my video is big because I'm in a presenter view. And then when I'm ready to exit gallery mode, I can just click this in for all. I'll get the same pop-up once again, and then it'll move us back into our SchoolSpace world. Transitioning a bit into a world that looks completely different. We were just in the park, which is a little bit more of a social fun space, but SchoolSpace can really be anything that you want. It can look and feel however you like. So this is an example of how you could turn any curriculum into a learning journey. So this world is all about seeing the world like an artist and learning about art. So as I'm moving through, I can learn about different pieces of artwork here. This one's Starry Night. It's loading a 3D model from inside a link. I can also learn elements of art, principles of design, and as I kind of move through, I can even see some videos. So Anna's over here learning a bit about drawing. Also included in this one is some of our apps. So this one allows students to upload their own artwork. So you could try to do some of these drawings and then upload your artwork here. So I'm going to move up here now into our science fair world. So now there are all these different booths that you can create for different science fair projects. Students can upload their own videos, documents, anything related to their particular experiment, including some links. So here's one on a wind turbine experiment. There's links that they can embed. They can also embed videos, and so students can kind of move through the space and look at different exhibits. I can also award badges or accessories for their avatars inside of this space. So if I click on my profile here and view my profile, I can see all of the badges that I've earned. So through a lot of our apps, you can earn badges, different badges. This is a scavenger hunt one, and I've collected, 3 different clues. I've collected clues in 3 different worlds, excuse me. And so now I've earned this badge. So I can earn badges through some of the different activities, and then teachers can even award their own badges and accessories. So if you have, they've completed a course, or they have, read a certain number of books, whatever you want to award badges for, you can also award badges to specific students, and then you can choose which ones you want to show on your profile. So I can choose to have these 2 show on my profile, and now here they are for other students to see. At SchoolSpace, we also have a LTI 1.3 integration that can be used to integrate SchoolSpace into your LMS. This is really helpful if you're looking to track attendance, view recordings, limit worlds to specific groups of students. You can also do that directly from here inside of your LMS. This is a test one from using Canvas as an example. So this is a test account we have at Canvas, or with Canvas, that we can use to demonstrate some of these things. So from here, I can launch a brand new world. So this is a world I've created for a particular course. It's a test course, so I've given it this name, and I can launch the world directly from here, or I can create a new world. And by creating a new world, I can choose a template, I can give it a name and a specific URL that I like, and I can click this Create World button after I've filled out these fields to create a brand new world. I can also see a list of my past events. So these are events that have already happened. If I click on the details here, I can see exactly who was there. So all of these students were absent. I can also see recordings. So if I want to view a recording from my particular world, any recording that I take while I'm in that world, whether I'm in gallery mode or in explore mode, would appear in here, and I can view the details. I can decide if I want to show it to students or hide this video from students. I can again see the attendance. So I can see that Chris has partially viewed this recording and he watched 2 minutes and 25 seconds of it.
Here we are in a world designed to look like outer space with some platforms that look moon-ish. I'm standing on a platform over here that has a lunar module, and the lunar module is interactable and clickable. As an admin of this world, I can configure its behavior. And so one of the things I can do is, using context built into this NPC voice session app, is I can tell it that I want it to focus on history and social studies, and that the topic, the custom written topic that I can have it focus on, is about the moon landing in the 60s, focusing on the function of the LEM, or the lunar module. I'm asking it to talk about the first landing, one small step for man, referencing Neil Armstrong and other aspects of the landing. I can also select the NPC, or the embodiment that this voice session will take. And once I've configured it, any user, non-admin or otherwise, can then launch their own instance of one of these chatbots. So if I click on Talk to Astronaut, we will see an astronaut warp into the world here with me and follow me around. And when I unmute my microphone on the platform, the astronaut will hear me. Hi, what are you here for?
I'm here to help you learn about the moon landing in the 1960s. We can explore the mission, the lunar module, and the first steps on the moon. Let's dive right in. What would you like to know first?
Who was the first person to walk on the moon?
That was Neil Armstrong. He stepped onto the lunar surface on July 20th, 1969, and said the famous words, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." Would you like to know more about that moment?
Sure. How much fuel was remaining in the LEM before it touched down?
Great question. The lunar module, or LEM, had only about 30 seconds of fuel left when it landed on the moon.
This could be a great addition to silent worlds where participants can navigate around, still control the interaction with each other by turning off camera and microphone while they're there. But then you can put and plant different chatbots throughout the world. And as the user navigates through the world, or any user navigates throughout the world, you'll see bots come in and out, and they'll each be programmed to take on perhaps different personas or provide information about different topics. All of these bots are programmed heavily with guardrails so that topics don't veer off course and keep the topics focused on whatever the designer of the world wants them to be focused on.